Something like this in the summer can be challenging. So many different things going on, and even a couple of the students that will be playing today have been on vacation for almost a month, and they literally had their lesson today before the recital. So that just tells you a summer recital like this is a little bit less structured than what we would get during the school year. I'm thinking of it almost more like a performance class, which honestly in the future may not be a bad idea, to meet every month or every other month and just play for each other for the students. But anyway, thank you for coming. This is the church that I grew up in. So I've been attending here since I was in the nursery, and my dad has been leading the songs here for how many years, Dad? 40 years. So that's quite a while before he met my mom. So this is the church that I grew up in, and I'm actually the youth leader, and our youth meet downstairs. So anyway, I'm thankful that it worked out for us to use this building tonight. Anyway, I don't have formal programs for everyone, but I did hand the students a cue card. But it will begin tonight. We'll begin with a duet. I will be playing with Injun, a song, and then Theo Furbush is going to play, and then Isabella Castile will play, and then Colette Hutchison, Wesley Hutchison, and then Chanel de la Cruz was going to play, but apparently there was a traffic jam on the freeway on our way up to Portland, and they were in, I think, the Cresswell area for 3 hours. So it may not work out for her to be here. And then Theo Mahaffey will play, and then Fiona Lynn, and then Injun again, and then we will end with Gabriel Abrio. So anyway, that's the order for tonight. That is 11 different songs. Some people are actually performing 2, however, so probably more like 14 or 15 songs. But before Injun and I play, I wanted to begin by playing Amazing Grace, and then we'll get started. And before that, let's just plan. I'm just going to improvise the arrangement. And I was thinking I would use some of Chopin's First Etude as sort of the structure or the inspiration for this. So this is Amazing Grace with a little bit of Chopin thrown in. on with actually a lot of students. So about 6 or 7 are currently playing this song at lessons, but that is the can-can, and we're going to play that as a duet. Okay, next on the program is Theo Furbush, all the way in the back. So Theo, can you please make your way forward? And
and my first song I'm going to play is Who's on Third by Willard A. Palmer. Mexican hat. I'm gonna do this duet with my
Hutchison, and she was on vacation for almost a month, and she came into her piano lesson today and was thinking, well, I don't know if I have anything to play for the recital. And so we just went back to one of her earlier books, and in the lesson she played the song perfectly about 6 or 7 times. We're So Glad by Willard A. Palmer.
My name is Wesley Hutchinson, and I am going to play Square Dance by Willard A. Palmer. Hello, my name is Fiona Mahaffey, and for my first song, I'm going to play Chim Chim Tree by Richard Sherman and Robert Sherman from Mary Poppins. He's a Pirate by... It's really weird. Claw's Battle from Pirates of the Caribbean.
before Fiona plays, I did want to say, just to talk a little bit, take the opportunity to teach something. Part of why we have recitals, probably the main reason we have recitals, is to learn how to handle nerves. You know, so by everyone being here and being supportive, you're teaching your students how to handle being under pressure and doing things that are a little bit scary. And, you know, some of the students, like I said, they had their lesson about 2 hours ago. And then they come and they play here tonight. And that takes a lot of courage. But things like this, I remember, my dad's here. He had, when I was younger, about 6 years old, he wanted me to play at nursing homes. And that was his idea. And it scared me so much. The thought that I would have to get up and announce my pieces and say my name and, you know, and I would play for about a half hour once a month and go and play in the nursing homes. And then eventually it turned into an hour as I got older, and then my sister would play with me. And there's something about playing for other people that's important with music. It's, you know, important to share music with other people, but then also learning how to handle being under pressure, because a lot of life is learning how to handle pressure. So that pressure that they feel for the recital is, in my opinion, one of the best motivators there is to get better. You know, I can have, you know, prizes that I give them or offer them stars. I could go old school and slap their wrist with a ruler. They actually used to do, but I don't do that, if you're wondering. But, you know, these different ways to motivate, but I think one of the best motivations to get better is to be performing for other people and to be having recitals like this and learning how to handle that pressure. So thank you for coming and supporting them. So, Fiona, are you ready? All right.
My name is Fiona Lynn, and I'm going to play Possible Mission by Jared Cannon.
Student to play is Ingen Valoria. He's making a comeback and he's going to play for us again.
Hi, I'm Ingen Valoria, and I'm gonna play the medley of Red River Valley and O Susanna by Stephen Foster.
So for the final piece, we have something that is quite wonderful to listen to. And I will let Gabriel announce what it is, but I'm excited to hear this piece because it's one of the all-time great piano pieces. So go ahead and announce your piece, Gabriel.
Self-adrenaline can save me. My name is Gabe Abrio, and I will be playing Liebestrom number 3 by Franz Liszt.
thank you all for coming, and I'm very pleased with how everyone played today. I just think, you know, it was wonderful. So everyone has every reason to feel great about how you played. So thank you for coming. Thank you for listening so well. Outside we have refreshments, some cookies, and some like trail mix type stuff out on the front porch area. So if you want to have some lemonade, cookies, snacks, you can commune out there. And in case you want to know anything about my church and what we believe, we have like pamphlets in the foyer and stuff. And I think next month we're having a service with like a tent out in the parking lot that we call Friend Day. But any day's Friend Day if you ever want to come. But anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening so well. And thank you, students, for all the practice you've put in. I'm very pleased with it. So anyway, have a good evening and happy summer.
Hindi ba kayo napagpaglan yung Eugene?
Hindi pa naman.
Kasi grabe yung aksidente dyan sa may Creswell. After Creswell, ano ba yun? Yung Gresham or yung exit? Oo, kaninang umaga. Kaninang umaga. Siyam ba naman na vehicle? Doon daw sa may bago mag-Eugene, di ba may exit? Yung papuntang Willamette something.
Oh, yan. Papunta dun sa...
Di ba may nag-Willamette tayo dati, mag-exit ka diyan, di ba? Pero yung isa, di ba paakyat ka ng gano'n tapos magliliko ng gano'n? I think dun eh.
Oh.
May exit dun eh. Ano ba yun? Gresham ba yun or something?
Kala ko tutugtog to kaya pupunta ako.
Ayun na nga.
Eh, pag si Jeff kumukusoper pang gano'n, tutugtog ka pa ba? Makakatulong pa sa kapila.
Line.
Parang Mr. Kahapon eh.
Parang
Mr. Kahapon. Ayaw mo. Ano pa eh. Kumukusoper pang gano'n. Tas